Up next, we are going to celebrate everything LGBTQ plus at the movies. It's that time of the year where one of America's most important LGBTQ plus cultural events takes place. And it's, of course, the Outshine Film Festival. This Friday, October 15th, you can see a new short film called Mascarpone. The film is a great novelty for the Italian film market in not needing to explore conflict between the heterosexual and LGBT plus community in a problematic setting. The film follows the lead character of Antonio in starting a new life after the separation from his husband. The film celebrates lives lived proudly and in full acceptance. We are coming now live from Rome, Italy, and these are the Mascarpone directors, Matteo Pilati and Alessandro Guida. Welcome to Queer News Tonight.
Thank you, Al. Thank you for having us.
Well, we're
Hi,
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, hi, Al. Just to say hi.
We're going to have a little bit of delay because you're coming live from Rome. Congratulations first to be selected and included in the Outshine Film Festival. First off, let's begin with the film itself. It's premiering at the Outshine Festival on Friday. Tell us a little bit about Mascarpone.
So, as you said before in your introduction, which was really good, of course, Mascarpone is a film about Antonio, who is a guy who goes through a rough path in his life, but he finds through the thick and thin, he finds his way in life, and it's about self-discovery and finding your way in the world through different types of experiences.
You directed this film, the last two rotations of the Outshine Film Festival. We were in pandemic, so completely virtual, and then we went into a hybrid platform for the festival here in South Florida. And this time, also, the film can be seen digitally online, but we're really excited about the robust in-person opportunities to see your film. You filmed this during the COVID-19 pandemic, or the editing and the process of the film significantly through pandemic. What was that like to create your art while we reported at Queer News Tonight, Italy was one of the first places in the Western world to really face dire consequences of the pandemic in 2020 and early 2020. What was it like to produce and direct this film and try to push the film along as an independent filmmaker while a major pandemic, worldwide pandemic, was going on?
First of all, it was quite difficult to edit the movie because we were in March 2020 when we edited the movie, and there was in that time a very big disease because you can go out of your home. We are very in the strict lockdown at that time, and so we edited the movie from remote. We had our computers connected to the film editor computers, Marco Guerreri, that he made a very incredible job because he had two problems. First of all, that we are two directors and with different sometimes ways to see the scenes, way to choose the takes. And so he made an incredible job because he's in the middle between two of us, that we have sometimes different ideas.
He was a mediator in some sorts.
Yes, and at the same time, we had more time. We came from different experiences, but we have a lot of stuff to make. For Matteo, his first experience, this movie, and for me, is the same. But in the same time, we have a lot of things that we have to do. Like, for example, I produce music videos, I direct commercials. And so in that time, we had a lot of time to concentrate about the movie and find a way to give to all the audience an incredible product, an incredible movie, because I think that the most important thing to say is that it's an independent movie. We make without a production.
When you were doing this in March of 2020, in the peak of the pandemic tidal wave that was starting to hit, it was starting definitely to hit America. Did it ever cross your mind, wait, this is too much, and I'm going to shelve the project until pandemic ends? Did it ever cross, did you ever think about, wait, I'm going to just stop?
Well, actually, no, because we were stuck at our houses and we were separated. There was nothing else we could do, actually, because we were stuck inside the house. So through technology, we were able to edit the movie. So we had more time for editing than what we would ever have if there was not a pandemic. I'm not saying that we got lucky that we had this time of lockdown. I'm not saying that, because the ideal, of course, for a filmmaker is to sit next to the editor and work with him in the same place, in the same room. Let me see this take, let me see this other take, and let's pick it together. So we had to trust him, but Marco, as Alessandro said before, is a very good professional, so he was very patient with us. He sent us all the materials.
I hear you loud and clear, because what you just told me is that you were able to continue to work while many of us were basically sitting home and watching Netflix. So you were able to actually...
We were lucky. We had something to do. So it's...
exactly.
We were blessed, but the greatest blessing was that we shot the film in just 3 weeks, from January to February, like 1 week after the
1 week before the lockdown,
the wrap up of the film. The pandemic started, so we were incredibly lucky.
Yeah,
very lucky. At the same time, we had some really strange thoughts, because we had here in Italy all the cinemas closed for a long time, and so meanwhile we were editing the movie. We didn't know if maybe the movie could have in the future could have an audience, because we had closed the cinemas for a long time. Now the cinemas reopened just a few weeks ago, and so we knew a good thing, that a lot of people started here in Italy watching the movies on Amazon Prime Video, Netflix, on television. And before, in Italy, it is very uncommon that people watch the movie at home.
Yes.
And so the pandemic helped them in that. But at the same time, we would like to bring the movie to a very huge audience, and maybe to some festivals. So we are very scared about that, because it's our first movie.
Yes.
So
maybe the only one, who knows?
I assure you, at the Outshine Film Festival, it will be widely seen by people, and
we're grateful
the way it was designed for. Exactly. Tell me a little bit about the story of Mascarpone. This gay story in Italy. Is the LGBT experience that you filmed for Italy, do you imagine it's similar to what LGBT America and Americans would experience? Are they going to identify with the story when they see it?
I think the message of the film is so universal that not just LGBT people could identify with Antonio and the other characters. We have this, I don't know, we would like to think that LGBT people from all over the world could care about our characters and identify with them, and not just LGBT people. And that's the answer we received here in Italy. Of course, we would like to point out that the life that Antonio and his friends live without big traumas, without homophobia. We don't talk about homophobia in the film. We don't talk about legal issues. We don't talk about coming out or secrecy, because it's not what the story is about. But these things, unfortunately, still exist in Italy, still exist all over the world. And we have to fight. We have to keep fighting. We have to be grateful for the people who fought for us before this film was made, because it's thanks to them that we could tell this story, because we're not pioneers. We're people who enjoy freedom and possibilities through what pioneers did for us. And we're grateful, and we have to keep fighting.
You know, speaking of that, the last thoughts is you're speaking to an American audience coming from Rome tonight. One of the things that is universal in Italy and universal for American LGBT is we love to travel. And as South Florida and America begins LGBTQ travel again, Italy is going to be one of the first places we think about coming to.
We'll be here waiting.
I was going to say, become the Convention and Visitors Bureau of Rome and the Italian Tourist Board, and tell us why the South Florida and American LGBTQ community should come to Italy.
I don't know, because I think that Matteo told a true story, but in the same time, I think that people here in Italy, gay people, the people of all the LGBTQ plus community here have some problems. Maybe not in the city, the big cities like Milan, like Rome, like Turin. You can live without problems free, but we have incredible places, incredible landscapes, incredible villages, mountains, but here it's not so easy to travel without problems. We have some problems when you want just to rent a house and you say we are just a gay couple or a lesbian couple, and you can have some problems. So I think that maybe it's not the good place to come. Maybe Mykonos, I don't know if you know that. It's better, or France or Spain. I'm not joking,
it's
but
not
it's true.
It's being too pessimistic. Just let me be a little more superficial.
No.
And if you want to come to Italy for a good reason, just take a look at the actors in Mascarpone, because they're a very good reason to come to Italy. Don't look at us. We're not good looking. The actors in our film are, and Italy is filled with handsome men. So that's a good reason to come.
But you have to
Matteo and Alessandro are being very modest. I would remind our viewing audience, Sunshine Cathedral has 70 people coming to Italy in April of 2022 already. More to go with us, and we're coming to Rome. I'm going to be sure and reach out to Matteo and Alessandro, our South Florida community. After seeing your film this Friday, I am sure would love to meet you. I want to remind everybody, Matteo, Pilati, and Alessandro Guilda, their film is going to debut at the Outshine Film Festival this Friday, October 15th at 7 p.m. at the Sabor in downtown Fort Lauderdale. Congratulations again to you for being selected from Italy for the Outshine Film Festival. I can't wait to see it. I'm sure it's going to be a great success.
Thank you so much, Al.
And thank you for joining us. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.